Hi, it's Gail, and I'm back today to show you how to make this lovely Easter card. It's an easel card, so it gets its name because it stands up like an easel, just like that, and then it folds flat so that you can post it just as you would normally post any card. So yeah, it's quite nice, is this one. So I'm going to show you how to make this card today. So first of all, you will need to have a card which is folded in half like that, just a plain square card. The size I'm using today is, let's just see, it's a 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches square. So you will also need just a plain piece of card which is 6.5 inches square as well. Then for the coloured piece that we use on the card, this one is just slightly smaller so that you can have your like a frame around it, and that measures at 6 inches square, just that one. And then we need a smaller piece of card, and we need this piece because when we stand our card up, this piece here stops it from actually falling down. It gives it like a little lip so that it doesn't just, if it wasn't there, it'd just fall down. So we need another piece. So this is 6 inches by 2 inches. I'm using this little rabbit. Well, it's rather a big rabbit, and he's from the Sizzix die cut range, the thinlits. And I've also got this tiny bunny here. It's just the head, and I think he's from Sizzix as well, and so are the little eggs that we've got printed out here, and we need 4 of those. And also we have some grass as well, and a little Easter sign here that we can stick on. So let's get started. So with this folded card that you've got here, you need to make the easel for the card to sit on. So we're going to make the easel bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold this piece, just one of the pieces. You're going to fold it into the middle like that to the edge. Make sure you get it up to the edge and get it nice and straight. And then if you've got a ruler or a folding bone, just go down it so that you create your nice clean edge. That is going to become your easel like that. So now we need to put some sticky tape on this edge here, all the way around the 4 edges. Just double-sided sticky tape will do, and just stick it around the 4 edges. If it goes over, you can just trim it off. It doesn't matter if it doesn't go right to the edge, as long as we've got some around all 4 edges. So we can just trim the excess bits off like that. And if you've got a pair of tweezers, I always say it is easier to get the backing off the tape like that, instead of fiddling about with the backing. Like so. So now we've got the sticky tape which is fastened all the way around the edge. So now we're going to stick the card on, and if you just flatten it down like that, turn it away from yourself, it makes it easier to stick the card on. So now we're going to match up right on the very edge and stick it down like that. And there you have your easel, like that. So you see, we haven't got a piece on yet, so it won't stay upright, it'll just flop back down. So now we can decorate it. So we're going to get us square piece of coloured card and just put some tape around the outside again. Doesn't have to go all the way to the edges. It is better if you can, and then it doesn't sort of peel up at the sides. So it doesn't matter if it's not all the way onto the end. So we've got this tape on the edges, so we can take that off. Again, using the tweezers because it makes it much easier. And then we can not stick it to ourselves but stick it to the card. So we're going to put this square piece on here and try and get it pretty central, and don't stick it down until you've got it pretty central, because once you've stuck it down you're not going to get it back off. So there we go, we've got that on there. So that's on there like that. You see that? Like that. Now we can decorate it. Or we could put the base piece on first. That's a good idea. So we'll get a smaller piece of card and we're going to put it onto the base here. So we're going to stick it on there, just leaving a white edge like you do with the bigger one. So put some tape on the edges of this one. Like that. I've got this tape on the edge. I'll just trim that bit off there. It's a little bit long. There we go. Again with the tweezers, just take your backing off. And then stick it onto this edge here. So the bottom edge. Again, leaving just a bit of a frame around, and try and get it as straight as you can and stick it down. And then that will just create a little bit of a lip so that your card doesn't flop down. So it's just sort of holds it there. Right, now we'll decorate it. So we're going to put the lace rabbit on first. So I use PVA glue, clear, and I'm just going to blob some on the areas that are not too lacy. So a bit at the top of the bunny's ear there, a bit round the edges if you can. It's a bit fiddly. You might get a bit stuck up with glue, but it doesn't really matter. I always have a baby wipe handy, and then if there's any spillages, you can just mop it up with the baby wipe. And then just blob it around like that until we've got enough glue on. And then the rabbit will stick. All areas. And we're going to sit him in the bottom corner like that, because we're going to leave some room for some grass and some Easter eggs. So we'll just stick him down there like that. Like I say, if there's any excess glue, you can just dab it off with your baby wipe. Not done too bad there, really. Now then, we're going to now put the Easter eggs on and the grass. If you see on this one, I've got just some grass here and some Easter eggs just popping up behind the grass as though it's on an Easter egg hunt. So we've got the little Easter eggs here. So what I tend to do is I put the grass on first and just fasten that on at the bottom with the glue, leaving the top pieces, and we're just going to put it next to the bunny rabbit's foot there. Don't know if you can see that. We've just stuck it there at the bottom next to the foot. And then we're going to slide the eggs. We're going to put the glue on, and then we're going to slide these eggs just sort of underneath so that they look like they're behind the grass. Well, they are behind the grass. So we'll do the red one first. There's some blobs of glue on there. Then we can slide that one in. Slide it underneath the grass there, like that. And then get another egg, and we'll put that at the other side. Again, just blob some glue onto the back of the egg and slide it underneath. Stick it down. So now we've got our Easter bunny with the eggs and the grass all coming together now. So now we need the Easter lettering, and we're going to put that in the top corner. As you're looking at the card, we're going to put it on the left hand side, just sort of above the rabbit's head, his nose there. Again, just dab some little bits of glue on the back. It's a bit messier when you're doing the lettering because it's a lot smaller and thinner. So you might get a bit of glue just spurting out. You might not. Depends how delicate you are. And then we'll just stick that Easter sign there in the corner, just like that. Most of the glues that you used do dry clear anyway, so there shouldn't be any glue marks when it's dried. So that's the front of your Easter card finished. So now we can do this little piece here. And if you see on the one that I've already done, I've put 2 pieces of grass, a little rabbit behind, and a little egg at each side, so it looks like the rabbit's hiding in the grass with the little Easter eggs. He's searching for the Easter eggs. So we'll put the grass on, which is, we're going to put it in the centre of the smaller blue piece at the bottom there. The piece of grass. And stick that on there. Just sort of overlap it, and I've sort of put it at an angle. I don't know if you can see that or not. And just sort of put it sort of sloping. Move it slightly that way a little bit. It's just off centre. It's a little bit better. Just wipe the excess glue off, like that. And then you can put your little bunny rabbit head. You could put some double-sided tape on the back of this or glue, it doesn't really matter. I'll just put a blob of glue on there, and you can just slide him in the grass at the back there. So he's sort of peeping through the grass. Whoops, don't know if you can see that. He's just peeping through the grass there. And then we can put the Easter eggs on. Want to tie the side just behind the grass. Oops. Slide one in there. And we'll slide another one in at the other side. You could put them anywhere you want, and this is just how I've done it, but you can, it's your card, your design, so yeah, just do whatever you want, but it just gives you the idea for the easel card and Easter. So there we have the little rabbit there at the bottom, and he's peering through the grass with his little Easter eggs. So yeah, there we have our little easel card for Easter. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.